I don't think we can be overly surprised at the quality of game last night, if we're being perfectly honest.
I agree.
You know, Argentina haven't given us anything this tournament to be somewhat excited about. That first weekend, they were probably the worst performance. An intercept pass late in the day against Wales to allow them scrape through. They were well behind on the scoreboard in the quarterfinals. So, you know, the golfing class was very clear and evident for everyone to see. I think it was just unfortunate for the rugby fan out there that the semi-final wasn't more exciting.
It's interesting looking at the general discourse around last night and the fact that this semi-finals lineup is lopsided. People are saying, well, this just shows the draw was a disgrace. And I take that point. A part of it is the draw. But the reason we are feeling the draw so acutely, if rugby is going to be honest with itself, is that they don't have 8 teams that can all give each other a game. It's the lack of depth in the sport. And yeah, you'd swap them around, but then you'd have bad quarterfinals as well. I mean, rugby needs to get stronger, is the brutal truth. Yeah,
it is. And listen, I think that this World Cup is different to the ones previous gone by. I think the last World Cup and the one prior to that, you had 8 stronger teams. The gulf in class between your top 4 and your next 4 is very evident, I think, this time around. You know, but you'd be more prepared taking a poor quarter-final and having 2 unbelievable semi-finals and then a great final. And this is not us in any way giving out that, you know, Ireland happened to be on the bad side of the draw this time around. But I think for rugby and for the growth of the game, you get one chance every 4 years to put on this spectacle of a tournament. It's just really disappointing that... Now, in saying that, we might get a good one tonight and it'll change our opinion.
For me, I think World Rugby tied their flag to the mast of, you know, we're going to have better group games and fill the stadiums. And the quarter-final was amazing, the quarter-final stage. But the downside and the flip side of that was that the semi-final last night was a damn squib. And, like, there was tickets going around. Anyone could have got their hands on tickets if they wanted. The actual product that was on TV was poor. And hopefully we get a better game today, because otherwise, you know, it does tarnish the competition.
It does a bit. Like, if tonight's a damn squib as well, Matt, and fingers crossed it isn't, then it's Pam in the faces for World Rugby. It's a real sense of we did not need to make the draw so early on.
Well, look, Ireland are in this part of the world because at the last World Cup and the year afterwards they were poor. So, like, everyone, it was an even playing field for everyone. And everyone, the thing is... And then I disagree with Robbie in that the last few years, everyone's beaten each other. Argentina beat New Zealand, Australia beat South Africa. Australia played very, very well against Ireland and France over here in last November. I actually thought it was the most even group going into the World Cup that in my lifetime. Now, and I've been to every World Cup. I've never seen it, but it hasn't panned out that way. It hasn't panned out that way. But the results coming in were saying this could be very even. The way the tournament was structured this time round is an error, and we know it's an error, and it's an error they won't make again, because the other thing they're doing is changing the lead up to it.
Yeah.
Having said that, Ireland beat South Africa, France beat New Zealand in the opening rounds. Now all those things have changed. It's just the draw.
Yes, okay.
The draw was an absolute bummer, but it won't happen again.
No, it won't.